Head coach Jonathan Tsipis is here. We'll have some opening comments, then take questions.
We're excited to return from Illinois State with a road win. I thought of all the games we've played this year, it was our best start. Maybe too good of a start. It was, we scored 27 points in the first quarter. Really had a good balance of getting our perimeter game as well as inside game on track. I thought defensively we were very active. And then I think one thing that we are learning with our team is there's a lot of firsts. And I think with a lot of firsts, then you have a little bit of, we're winning by 18 points at the end of the first quarter. And we got away from some of the things that we had done well, settled, shot a lot of perimeter jumpers that they were giving us, got away from, I think, our biggest strength, which is rebounding, and went into halftime with a 7-point lead, but was really proud of kind of battling through a third quarter that went back and forth, 3 huge momentum plays, a charge in a 3-point game, a transition basket, and then a 3 at the buzzer to end the third quarter that put us up 6, and then a fourth quarter where we outscored Illinois State 16-4. So very excited for our team to be able to go get a well-fought road win. We have an NBA schedule this week, it seems like, trying to get all these non-conference games in before exams. But it's good to be playing here at the Kohl Center and get ready for Idaho State.
Suzanne Gilreath stepped up and made some big plays for you. She's kind of been hit and miss as far as playing time and kind of a specialist in some ways. What do you look for from her, and how do you see her progressing here through the first month or so?
Well, I think one thing Suzanne brings to our team is an understanding of her role, and I think maybe better than anybody else on our team. We expect her to get open on the 3-point line. Her teammates find her, the posts find her, and she spends a lot of time in the gym working as that specialist role. I think the thing that's allowed her to gain more playing time is she's improved on the defensive end. And I think in the exhibition games that you can get away with that part of things. But every day in practice, she spent extra time watching, the people in front of her, watching extra film outside of practice. And I felt like in the North Carolina game, we were struggling offensively, that she had earned that right to get a little bit more time. And I think it's just a testament to the positive attitude she has. I think she is somebody who knows what her role's in, expects every shot to go in, even when you start your college career 0 for 12. But her being able to do that, I think, has brought us great momentum in the last 2 games. And as you mentioned, she hit 2 huge shots yesterday in the third quarter that really propelled us when we were struggling to find a basket. And one was a play she made on her own in transition. Just kind of took somebody off the dribble. And I think that part, it helps the other 4 players on the floor really be able to get to their roles, because they know when she catches it, she's going to shoot it. And not try to do a lot of other things. And that helps us be able to get in a better spot to offensive rebound as well.
Marsha Howard doesn't play a ton of minutes, maybe 17, 18 a game, but when she plays, she's pretty productive, isn't she?
She is. She's still, she missed a decent amount of the summer. Did not play on the trip to Canada with various injuries, and then got hurt about 2 weeks into preseason camp. So she is somebody that brings absolute toughness. I like her coming off the bench. She brings us a spark. And I think the thing yesterday, even when she didn't score the ball well, she had 7 rebounds, she had 3 blocks, she had 2 steals. She just kind of anchors our defense, whether we're in man and zone. And I think that part, just that toughness becomes contagious. And if you saw the game yesterday, Kayla McMorris has a pretty good-looking shiner from the Thursday night game. I think that part of, Marsha having that impact that doesn't show in the score sheet, of just making sure we're a little bit tougher defensively and on the glass.
So So how do you handle these 3 games in basically, 5-6 days? You gonna, as far as playing rotation or just trying to keep the ladies off their feet? I mean, how's that going to work? That's pretty tough.
Yeah, one thing I thought we did a good job yesterday, and we felt like going in, Illinois State was a little bit shorthanded personnel-wise, and we felt like we could win that battle. And we're still playing 11 most nights. I think you have to be very smart how you practice this week. And again, not only the physical aspect of it, but the mental aspect of it, not just basketball-wise, but where everybody is at a high academic institution. So I don't think you go as long. I think we do a little more film study just with those quick turnarounds. But I think we've been in this position. We took Friday off after North Carolina and had one day to get ready for Illinois State. So I think our team understands that routine of things. But now's not the time to have a 3-hour practice. I don't have the attention span to have a 3-hour practice. So I think being very concise in what you do, and like you said, that we really preach with our team, the recovery aspect with strength and conditioning, continue as always to hammer down the nutrition aspect, make sure they're getting enough sleep. So that we're as fresh from 7 to 9 tomorrow, Thursday, and then at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Courtney Fredricksen has obviously shown a lot in her time here, and yet right now she's been struggling this season in scoring, shooting. That just freshman adjustment? Is there something in a technique or the shot selection, confidence?
I think she played so well on the foreign trip, and I think when you watch film, she gets a little bit frustrated because there's certain things she was always able to do in high school and AAU, and I think she's gotten called for a couple offensive fouls where she's had to put her arm out to kind of get a little bit more leverage or space. I think varying her shot selection is a huge part we talked to her about, is getting to the free throw line more. Getting an easy basket off an offensive rebound, which she had 3 yesterday, one at a crucial time when she had just come off the bench. Being able to, get to the rim and transition a little bit more as well, not just rely on the three-point line. And I think freshmen go through that part of, I think people who are great scorers, if they average 18 points a game, they don't make 9 jump shots, or make 6 threes. They're able to vary their game, so it keeps the defense off balance. And I think Courtney has that skill set where she can shoot it from 3. She can get into a little bit of a mid-range. She can use, I think she's got a strong build. And I think that part, just understanding we have the confidence in her. And, I think yesterday when Kayla makes the first 2 threes, Courtney makes a 3, we're off and running, we had to be careful that we just didn't sit on the three-point line. And I think that part of, if you miss a couple in practice, we always talk about, and even in a shooting drill, of varying that. If we're shooting 3s, then I don't let them shoot 3 in a row where they miss. They get to the 4th one. They then get to that point where they put it down on the ground a little bit, get some momentum. I think the biggest thing is just us putting her in a position where she sees the ball go through the net a couple times, and I think that part will help increase her confidence and move forward. I think the biggest part is I've never thought of her as a freshman from that scoring mentality way, but I think it's the first time she's gone through it in her career. So we'll keep working on it every day. She gets a lot of extra shots up, but I think we've got to make sure and put her in a position where she can get, shots from a lot of different levels, as well as getting to the free throw line.
Anything else for Coach? All right. Thanks,
Thank you.
Jonathan.